Welcome to our Greene Acres. I'm Teresa, and if we've never met and this is your first time here, I hope you'll leave me a comment down below and introduce yourself. Today's video, I'm going to do a few more little thrift flips. I'm going to show you how we can make a really cute shabby chic little birdhouse, and I'm also going to flip a couple of little metal plaques, hooks that I got. I'm also going to show you how we can take a thrift store mirror and turn it into a shabby chic decor piece. So I hope y'all enjoy the video, and as always, I hope y'all get lots of ideas and inspiration for your home, and I appreciate all of y'all for watching. If you haven't joined my Facebook home decor page, I'd love for you to go over and join it, and also go over and follow me on Pinterest and Instagram. The first project, we're going to make a little shabby chic birdhouse. Now, I purchased this little birdhouse at a thrift store and I paid $1 for it. And as you can see, it's got a really light color wood base, and the little lid, of course, comes off so you could, put bird seed in it. And then the little glass, not glass, they're plastic, little slides, they slide in and out. And so I'm going to take some picture frames, and you can pick up picture frames at thrift stores and yard sales, very inexpensive. Now, I chose the one that had the little Christmas scene, and it just broke apart. So if you're using a frame that is real, it's kind of put together with staples and it's not kind of welded together, you can usually break those up really easy. And I just use the two shorter sides. That way we don't have to cut anything. So it's going to make a great trim for the little roof of our birdhouse. So I'm going to take everything and I'm going to stain it with I'm just going to go over it with some burnt umber craft paint, and this is just brown, and I didn't dilute it with any water or anything. I just put it on, full coverage, and then I did all the parts of my birdhouse that would be showing, because basically what I want to do is I want a dark base, so when I distress my birdhouse, that dark will come through. And then I even painted over that little gold picture frame trim. Now the trim I took outside and I sprayed it with some Mod Podge, because I didn't know how well that brown paint would stick to that little gold, because it was kind of a smooth finish and I didn't want it to come back off when I went to distress. So, and if y'all watched any of my videos, y'all know that the distressing method that I prefer is to put candle wax over your base first, and then you just use a plastic scraper versus sandpaper, and then you get that real cheapy distressed look, and you don't have the mess of sandpaper. So there I was going over it with just a Dollar Tree candle, and then I'm just going to use some graphics from the Graphics Fairy, and I will link all the graphics that I use in this video down below. And I'm just going to go around and I'm going to trace, because I decided, we've got to have some birds on it. So I've chose this little graphic, and I'm going to put it on both sides, and I'm just tracing around those little plastic sides and then I'm going to take some Mod Podge after I get it all cut out, and then I'm just going to Mod Podge it onto the outside of the little plastic divider. Now, once I got it, cut down to size, now I'm just going to take some Mod Podge, and I'm going to put some Mod Podge on the back of it, and then I'm going to apply it to both of those little plastic dividers. And if you've never been out to the Graphics Fairy website, they have a ton of free printables. They have a huge selection of all kinds of stuff. I could just go out there and just spend hours out there downloading free printables, because they have so many different things, and they have a lot of neat projects that you can make too. So I'll leave a link for the Graphics Fairy down below. And now I'm just going to put those little dividers back into the birdhouse, the little sides. And as you can see, I painted it with linen white chalk paint, and then I just went over it with my plastic scraper and I distressed, and I did the same thing to the picture frame after, like I said, I Mod Podged a spray Mod Podge over the brown, and then that way it didn't lift up when I painted it and I distressed it. Now I'm just going to hot glue it back together in those corners, and then I glued it with some hot glue onto the front of my roof, and there we are. And I also got Ben to drill a little hole in the front for me, because it was it was solid on the front and the back, because this is a real little birdhouse or little bird feeder. So he drilled a little hole for me, and then I'm just going to take some more graphics from the Graphics Fairy, and I chose this one. And I just went around the edges with some damp, with some water, and went around with my fingers and just kind of ripped it up to make it look worn. And then I took some coffee grounds, and then I just went around it and distressed it. And I just kind of went over that little hole that was on front of my birdhouse and kind of guessed at it and just kind of punched it out a little bit with my scissors, and then just kind of cut it out, and then I made it look real torn too. And then I'm just going to apply it over the front of my birdhouse, because I feel like the front of my birdhouse, it needed something. To me, it was just a little bit too plain. So I think this just added just the right touch to it to, really to make it, give it that little shabby chic detail. And there it is. I mean, I think it turned out really cute. I think that's just what it needed. It needed something on the front. And then we'll put the little roof back on it, and you can just see, how cute this is. Now, you can do any little birdhouse you want, and use whatever picture frame you have, that will work and be the right size. And then I'm just going to embellish it with a piece of stained flour sack cloth that I stained with coffee. And then I just got a couple of little lavender sprigs. I'm going to add some lavender to it, because to me, lavender, I've told y'all, just screams spring. I wanted to add a little footage here of how easy it was to drill that little hole in the front. So Ben just took it outside. He got a drill bit for his drill, and he just drilled the little hole. Before we go to the second project, I want to let y'all know this is a video today in collaboration with my good friend Annie over at Indie Annie Jones. I'm going to leave a link to her channel down below, and also to her video, because we challenged each other to do some shabby chic decor, because she and I are all about some shabby chic. So make sure to go over and show her some love and tell her I sent you. If you like this video so far, I hope you'll hit that like button. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I'd love for you to. Next project I'm going to show y'all is going to be a shabby chic mirror. Now, I purchased this mirror at a thrift store, and I paid $7.50 for it. It was originally $15, but they were running half price that day in this particular booth, so I got it for $7.50. You can see it's got some really nice ornate features, and I love oval mirrors. And there's so many things you can do with mirrors. You can take the mirror out, just use the frame. You can make wreaths out of them. You can make trays out of them. You can, black chalk paint the mirror and make a chalkboard out of it. But I'm gonna leave the mirror in it, for this project, and I'm showing you the ornate features to it, and it was really easy to disassemble, which I like. That way you just have the frame to work with when you go to paint. You don't have to tape anything down and leave the mirror in it. So I just unscrewed the back off of it and took the mirror out, and I took it outside, gave it some spray paint, and now I'll let you see how it turned out. And if you want to see how I made the little heart rag wreath, I've got a video for that, and I'll leave a link to it down below in my description box. Okay, the next project, we're going to make some little shabby chic hooks. Now, I acquired these little hooks from a yard sale, and I purchased all these items for $7. So, I don't know, I probably paid 50 cents, maybe, because I feel like I probably paid $1 for both, so these are going to be 50 cents each. And they looked good, the color they were, and they had some distressing on it, but I didn't care for that his and hers. So, I'm going to go a whole different route with this, and I'm just going to kind of sand down that wording, just so it doesn't show through when I paint it. And I'm just going to use some matte white spray paint. And y'all, they have so many spray paints now. They've got gloss and high gloss. They've got flat paint. They've got matte paint. They've got satin. The coats or the shine or the not shiny paint. The options are endless on paint now. It's like I get so overwhelmed when I go to the paint department. Oh gosh, what do I get? But I went with the matte, so it's going to be real flat. And then here's some more graphics from the Graphics Fairy, because I felt like I needed something that would be kind of long, that would go across the center of it, but then again, that something that had that little shabby chic detail to it. So I thought these would be perfect. So I just cut them out the best I could and as close as I could. And I've always told you, you don't have to be perfect with getting all the paper off of it, because when you have a white background, that's really not going to show up. So I just went around the edges and trimmed up, as much as I could. And then I'm just going to apply them both to the little metal hooks using some Mod Podge. And of course, we've got Mater in the background because he loves coming on and seeing y'all. So we got a little cat bomb here, and he's going to have to, he loves to do crafts with me. All right, y'all, I'm going to let y'all sit back now, and I'm going to let y'all see all the ways that we can style these pieces that I've just upcycled.
You are my sunshine on a rainy day. You are the one who takes my breath away. In the vast skies of love, I'm free. As long as you're here with me. I surrender my heart. I was yours from the start. Together we will be stronger than all. We can sway but never fall. You are my sunshine on a rainy day. You are the one who takes my breath away. In the vast skies of love, I'm free. As long as you're here with me.
Okay, y'all, that's going to wrap up today's video. I really appreciate all of y'all coming on today, and I hope y'all got lots of inspiration and ideas, and I hope y'all enjoyed getting to see the ways that I've been, flipping some things that I've got at some yard sales and some thrift stores. If y'all love repurposed lamps or lamps in general just as much as I do, you're going to really love my upcoming videos, because I'm redoing a bunch of lamps. So I'm working behind the scenes on some lampshades, how we can repurpose lampshades, because I don't know if y'all have priced lampshades lately, but they're pretty expensive. So I'm trying to find some little shabby chic ways of how we can make some lampshades for our lamps, and also just how we can upcycle them. So I hope y'all stay tuned for that. And as always, if y'all have not subscribed to my channel yet, I'd love for you to. And also make sure to share this video with your family and your friends, or anyone that you feel like would enjoy it. Until the next video, y'all, I hope y'all have a great week, and I love y'all, and I will see you in my next video. And don't forget to go out and check out Annie's channel. I'll have her link down below. Bye, y'all.